Hi, my name is Emily and welcome to Secret Patterns, where I feature my Faux Fur crochet patterns. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this super fun crochet pillow. This is using the Jacob's Ladder stitch. Now, if you're curious for a stitch tutorial on how to make this stitch, you can go check out my last video, which was last week, and see how to make the stitch. I have the free blog post and the ad-free PDF available, and I'll put those in the link in the description box down below, and I'll also put all the supplies I used down in the description box below too. Now, this is a really fun crochet pattern. I use 5 different colors for it, but you can use any colors you want. And then I decided to make the back panel completely solid. Now, if you want to, you could do the same 5 stripes, or you could do anything that you wanted. You could even do the Jacob's Ladder on the back panel. It's totally up to you. So let's get started. Alright, so the supplies that you'll need today is a 6mm crochet hook. You'll need some scissors, and you'll need a darning needle at the end. I just couldn't find my darning needle for this moment, so I don't have a darning needle. But then you're going to need 5 different colors of yarn if you decide to make a pillow like I did. But you can use the Jacob's Ladder stitch to make anything that you want. And so you definitely don't have to make a pillow. But for the 5 colors that I'm using, in case you want to do what I'm doing, I'm going to be using Premier Basics Worsted in the color Blush. And I'm telling you this in order, and then Steel, and then White, and then this light mauve color, and then my yarn is wrapped around, light mauve, and then I may also be using in light gray. So those are the 5 colors I'm going to be using. And so first I'm going to be using the Blush color. Alright, so to begin, you're going to make a slip knot, and you're going to wrap the yarn. To make a slip knot, you're going to wrap the yarn around your finger twice, grab the back loop, bring it up and over, and then grab the new back loop, bring it up and over and down. Now you're going to tighten it on your hook, and you're going to begin by chaining 57. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm just going to meet you back once I'm done with all 57 chains. Okay, I just finished chaining 57, and now what you're going to do is, if you want to make this into a blanket or anything that you want, a little swatch, a little dishcloth, anything, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a multiple of 4 plus 2. So that is the repeat that at least I'm doing. And if you wanted to have a more separation between the loops, then you do a multiple of like 5 plus 2 or 6 plus 2. So that's what you do. Okay. So now to begin, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not slip stitch. I'm going to double crochet in the 3rd chain from hook and in each stitch across. So I'm going to skip the first 2 chains, and I'm going to double crochet into the 3rd chain from hook, and then in each stitch across. And so then I'm going to meet you back once I'm done with row number 1, and you should have a total of 55 stitches. Okay, so I just finished row number 1. Now, I want to note 2 things. First, why I didn't chain an even number of stitches is because I'm going to have a little separation in the middle of this pillow where there's going to be no Jacob's Ladder loops. And so that is why I'm not doing an even number. But if you're making this and you don't want a space between it, then you're going to want to do a multiple of 4 plus 2. Now, one more thing to note is that if you are doing, I will mention if this is not, like if So if you're going to do a swatch or a blanket instead of a pillow that I'm showing you how to do, I will mention if this is not applicable to a blanket or pillow. So for a blanket or anything that you would want to make, you want to start with a row of double crochets, and then you're also going to want to start with row number 2. You're going to want to do single crochets going back. So you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and you're just going to single crochet in each stitch across. And then the next row, we are going to begin our chain loops. So that is what you're going to do whether you're making this pillow along with me or not. So I'm going to do my single crochets in each stitch across, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I just finished row number 2, and as you can see, this is how it is looking. What you're going to do now for row number 3 is you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. Now I personally, especially for a pillow, but I just in general, for any crochet pattern I do not like having the chains count as a stitch. Now if you want to do that, you can just chain 3 and have that the chain count as your first stitch. But I personally, as a crochet designer, do not like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say that my chains do not count as a stitch for the whole pattern. And I'm just going to double crochet in the first stitch, and then I'm going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So a total of 4 stitch double crochets. And you can see there's some yarn mess coming. Okay. So I just did my first 4 double crochets, and now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 10. So 1, we're making our first chain loop. So chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I also wanted to mention one more thing, and that is if you wanted to switch, I've seen different crocheters switch yarns when they start the chain loops like this, because normally you would switch your yarns every, well, if you wanted to do it for each chain loop row, like switch your yarns, you do it every 2 rows, but you can do you can play with the colors that you want, but you can switch. Okay. Sorry, that probably was nonsense. Okay, that made no sense, but hopefully that did. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to, so you just chained 10. Now you're going to slip stitch in the top of the double crochet. Now let me show you, I'm going to bring it a little closer. So here's my chain, and what you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch into, it's going to be the front loop, and then the top, so like that, those 2 loops. And then you're just going to yarn over, pull through, and then pull through. So let me take that out and just show you guys one more time. So you're going to bring it down, you're going to insert into that front loop right there, and then you're also going to insert into those 2 loops. Now I'm going to slip stitch to join, and now you have created your first chain loop. So for this, you're just going to continue, so you're going to double crochet in the first 4 stitches, or in the next 4 stitches, would be the more right term. Double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then you're just going to follow that repeat, so chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you're going to slip stitch once again to right here and right there. I don't know if that's very seeable. I hope it is. So you can see there's the top. So there's the front loop and the back loop of the top of the double crochet. You're going to go in the front loop, and then you're going to go into like the top part of the double crochet. Now you're going to slip stitch. And you're just going to continue this if you're just doing a swatch. Now, if you're following my pillow crochet pattern, what you're going to do is you're going to do this a total of 5 times. So you're going to do this 2 more times, or no, 3 more times, excuse me. So you're going to make chain loops 3 more times. So you're going to double crochet 4, chain 10, slip stitch to the top of the double crochet 3 more times for a total of 5. And then I will meet you back once you have finished your 5th chain loop. Okay, so now you can see I've done the 5 chain loops. Now what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet in the next 11 stitches, and then I'll meet you back once you have done that. Okay, so I just finished my 11 stitches, and now what you're going to do is you're going to basically do the exact same thing on this side. So you're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then chain 10, and then double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then chain 10. So but you're going to begin by double crocheting the next 4 stitches, and then chaining 10, and then you're just going to repeat that until you reach the end. So I'm going to just complete row number 3, and then I'll meet you back, and I'll show you what to do for row number 4. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 3, and so just a little recap. You double crochet 4 to begin with, then do your chain loop, slip stitch join, or slip stitch to double crochet, then you just keep doing that, then you double crochet 11, then you double crochet 4, chain loop, 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 and then in your last 4 stitches you just double crochet. And now you should have 55 stitches and 10 chain loops. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and you're going to single crochet in the first 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you're going to do with these is you're just going to push the chain loops to the back. I did 4 single crochets. Now what you're going to do, here, let me bring it closer, so you can see there's the chain, and you can kind of see there's like a slip stitch mess, and what you're just going to do is you're going to go to the next double crochet and just push that towards the back, like that. Then you're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches, or 3 stitches for a total of 4, and then you're going to push the next one to the back, and then you're just going to single crochet in the next, I'm sorry if I said double crochet, you just single crochet. And then now I just reached the 3rd chain loop, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do. So that should be 12 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now what you're going to do into this 3rd chain loop, now you wouldn't have to do this for your pillow if you're making this, but I like to do it because I just think it kind of adds a really cool, fun, and unique texture. And what I like to do is I like to single crochet in this chain loop only, so it's kind of an extra thick chain loop. So let me show you what you do. So what you're going to do now is you're going to single crochet 14 into this chain 10 loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and a 14, like that. And now what you're going to do is you're going to just continue then, whoops, sorry, making a mess. Okay, you're just going to continue on, and then you just can pretend like this is a normal one. So I just single crocheted 14 into that chain loop. Now what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet in the next 31 stitches. So you're going to just go into the next double crochet and just do normal single crochet like you normally would. And then you're just going to, once you reach the chain loop again, push it towards the back. And so that's what you're going to continue to do for the next 31 stitches total. And I'll meet you back once you're done with your 31 stitches. Okie dokie, so I just finished my 31 stitches, and now you can see this is the chain loop that I came upon. Now what you're going to do, and you should be in the middle of your chain loops on this side. So now what you're going to do is you're going to just single crochet 14 into this chain loop, just this chain 10 loop. So I'm going to just single crochet 14, and then I'm going to meet you back once I'm done with that, and then I'll tell you what to do for the rest. Alright, I just finished my 14 single crochets into that chain loop, and now you're just going to single crochet in the last 12 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, push to the back. Okay, I am almost done. My last 4 stitches. So you're just going to single crochet, of course, in the last 4 stitches. Now, for row number, let's see, 5, you're going to just repeat what you did for row number 3. So the row that we made the chain loops in. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to rewind the video back to row number 3, or if you have the pattern memorized, you can just work off your memory, and then you're going to follow row number 3, and then for row number 6, you're just going to do the single crochets like we just did. So you're just going to follow rows number 3 and 4 for row number 5 and 6, and then I'll meet you back once you're done with row number 6, and we'll just do kind of a quick check-in. Okay, so I just finished row number 6, and you can see this is how it is looking. Now what you're going to do is you're going to not completely finish your last single crochet of row number 6, and you're going to snip your yarn. And what you're going to do is you're going to, now I'm going to just move my pink yarn to the side. Okay, you're going to grab your gray yarn, and you're going to begin by just yarning over and pulling through to finish the single crochet. And now you're going to chain 1, or chain 2, excuse me, and turn your work. And now you're just going to repeat rows 3 and 4 with this gray yarn, and then you're going to repeat rows 3 and 4 with the next color, which for me will be the white. Then you're going to repeat rows 3 and 4 with the gray yarn and then the pink yarn. So for all 5 colors, or if you wanted to do less colors, you can do less colors, but then you're just going to want to, you're just going to have a bit of a smaller pillow. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is what now it looks like. You can see this is one side and this is the other side. And you can see I have a bunch of loops. I'm not sure if I mentioned this correctly before, but what you're going to do for each color block, if you decide to do different colors, is you're going to repeat rows 3 and 4 twice for each color. So double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet. So repeat rows 3 and 4 and then 3 and 4 again for each row. So you can see I did 4 rows for each color. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So that is what I did. Now I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on my 10th color. So you can see this and then all the way down to here. So I did each of the 5 colors twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I did it all once again. And now I'm up to the gray part. And now I'm going to show you how to tie off, or how to finish this off and complete your front panel of your pillow. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your loop at the very bottom, so right here, and you're going to, let me just take my hook out for a second so it doesn't fall off. Okay, so here's the loop at the very bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to basically chain up the loops. And I'm just going to use a crochet hook just so it looks a little bit easier, or like it's a little easier for you guys to see, but otherwise you can just use your fingers. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the first chain loop. Let me bring this a little closer for you guys to see. So you're going to go into the first chain loop with your hook, and then you're going to go into the second. And then you're going to pull through the second one. So pull the second one through the first, like that. Just like you normally would with a chain. Instead of yarning over, you just insert into the loop and then pull through. Does that make sense? So with a chain, you would normally yarn over and then pull through. With this, you're just inserting to the loop and then pulling through. You can see that is what it's going to look like. So it's going to be kind of a chain looking stitch all the way up. So let me remove the hair. Okay, so you're just going to grab this, and then you're going to grab the second loop, and you're going to pull through and loop up. I hope this is making sense. So you can use your fingers too, which you're just going to grab the next loop then and pull the next loop through the first loop. And you're just going to continue that up your pillow. This is kind of one of my favorite parts of it because I just love seeing kind of it finished, getting finished off, and I just love, it feels like a big accomplishment. Okay, so just pull through. And you're just going to do that for each of these as you go up. And let's see. And then when I'm done, I'll zoom out again and I'll show you what this looks like once you're all done. So now I'm just pull yarn over, or insert, pull through, insert, pull through. Okay, so now this is my top chain loop, and you're just going to leave it like that. And now what you're going to do is you're going to do this exact same thing for each of these loops. So you're just going to go up the line. Now I'm going to do real quick, just to show you that it's the same, I'm going to do real quick the middle strand, because this one is the one that we did the single crochets into. And so I just want to show you once again that's the same thing. So you're just going to insert into the hook, insert your hook into the chain loop, then insert your hook into the next chain loop, and pull the second chain loop through the first chain loop. Like that. Like that. So that is just what that's just what you're doing. And then you can kind of orientate them how you want. But you're just going to pull the second loop through the first loop. And you're just going to do that continuing to go up for each of these chain loop looped areas. And then I'm going to meet you back once you've done that, and then I'll show you how to finish it off with this top row, and I'll show you how to finish off the front panel, and then what to do for the back panel. Okay, so as you can see, I just completed whatever you want to call this, chaining up the chains. And you can see this is what it looks like at the base, and then going up. And this middle one, as you can see, and you should know already, is the chunkier one. And I think that just adds kind of some fun character. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create these, take these chain loops and secure them so that they don't come undone. Is you're going to chain 2 and you're going to turn your work. I already turned my work and chained 1. You're actually going to chain 2. So now you're going to double crochet in each stitch across, and you're just going to do this to kind of give this to give the next chain loop layer kind of a bit of a stretch instead of just having to be kind of like squished. So just double crochet in each stitch across for this row, and I'll meet you back once you're done with row 43. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 43, and that was just the double crochet row. And now what you're going to do, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And this is the back, obviously. And what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet into the first 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to single crochet into the next stitch, but you're going to insert your hook, and then you're going to go and you're going to grab your chain loop and insert into that. So you're going into your stitch and to your chain loop and into your chain loop. So now you're going to single crochet 1 into there. Then you're going to insert into the next stitch, and then you're also going to go into that chain loop. So you're going to do 2 single crochets into that chain loop. Now you're going to do single crochet in the next 2 stitches, And then you're going to do the exact same thing. So you're going to grab, and you can see mine have come undone slightly. You're going to grab the, let's see, 1, 2. So now you're going to insert and grab the chain loop right here and insert into the chain loop, yarn pull through 2, then insert into the next stitch, insert into the chain loop, and just do a normal single crochet, and that's what it should look like. Now you're going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and you're just going to repeat that. So then you're going to grab this guy. So on these big single crochets, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go into the top. So there's 2 stitches in the top right here, and I'm just going to have you go insert. Let's see. I'm going to have you insert into the top, the first, just the top of the single crochet from this chain loop. And there's only 2 of these, remember, in the middle. But I'm going to just have you insert into the top because that will look a little bit better when you're finished. So you're just going to insert into the top loops, and that will just kind of complete the look a little bit better. So now I'm going to just single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, and then grab the chain loop. And I need to pull through this guy because it came undone. And I'm just going to finish this now. Now, one thing you're going to do is you're going to single crochet in the next, you're going to single crochet in the next 13 stitches. And then you're just going to complete it on the other side. So single crochet in the next 13 stitches once you come to the middle part. So I'm just going to finish this up and I'll meet you back. Okay, so I just finished this row, and this is kind of hard to explain for you guys, for me to explain to you guys. So I just finished this, and there's 3 stitches left that I single crocheted into. Now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2, and you're going to turn your work, and you're just going to double crochet in each stitch across. So just to kind of add a border, and then you should be done, hopefully. So now I'm just going to double crochet in each stitch across, and I'll meet you back once I'm done with this row. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 45, and now what you're going to do is you're going to snip your yarn, and you have officially completed the front panel of your pillow. Now this is what it should be looking like. And what you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to, first of all, weave in your tails, but then you're also going to want to make your back panel. Now I'm going to set this aside and show you what I did for my back panel, and then I'll tell you how to do it. So what I did for my back panel is I just decided to make a very simple plain crochet square, and this is just half double crochets. So let me tell you what I did. So I begun this by chaining 56, and then I half double crocheted in the second chain from hook and in each stitch across, and I just half double crocheted in each stitch across going up, and I did that for 42 rows. So just half double crochet in each stitch across for 42 rows, and you can see this is what it will look like when you're done. And so now what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to join the front panel and the back panel together. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab the yarn color that you want to use. Now in this case, I'm going to be using the pink, the dark pink that I was using for this front of the pillow. And I'm going to grab that yarn now, and I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. So what you're going to do is you're just going to start in any corner that you want, and then you're going to single crochet in each stitch around, in each stitch slash row around. So for example, I'm going to start, I would probably recommend starting at the bottom, and you're first going to want to make sure you weave in all your ends, but you're going to start at the bottom, and for this matter of this time, I'm going to grab this and flip it to this side. Now, you're going to want to, when you're all done, leave your, or be able to stuff this. So what you're going to do is I'm just going to start in the corner for this time. You can start wherever you really want. and I'm going to insert into both panels. And how I like to join on is I like to just yarn over and pull through, and then I'm just going to chain one, and now I'm just going to single crochet up the pillow. So you're just going to single crochet into the stitch, and then the back loops, or the front panel, and then the back panel stitch. And I'm just going to do this now for all the way around the pillow, and then I will show you in my outro what it will look like, and then I will meet you back once I have finished this, and then I'll just show myself stuffing it, and I will show you how it looks at the end. I think I forgot to mention, but what you're going to do into the corner is you're just going to single crochet 3 into the corner, and then you're just going to keep working across. So I'm going to continue working. Okie dokie, so I just finished the pillow. Now I'm going to tie off, and that is your pillow. Now I'm going to do the outro real quick, and then I can show you what it actually looks like. Thank you so much for making this super fun crochet pillow along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Next week's video is going to be one of my absolute favorite crochet patterns I've ever made, so you're definitely going to want to subscribe for that. And don't forget to tag me if you make this, and I would love to see it. And also don't forget to put in the comments down below what colors you made it in. I just love to connect with you. And so thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye!